Hello everyone, I'm back. It's been about 8 months since the last time I made a video. I apologize for the hiatus. There are a couple of reasons that I took so much time off. First, my life got really busy and I just didn't have the time or the energy to make videos that I thought were valuable and meaningful. But secondly, and more importantly, I needed to take some time off because I felt like I couldn't make any more videos until I had addressed the sexual misconduct of some of the more famous YouTubers and until I had something valuable to add to the discussion. Um, in this video, I'm not going to be discussing specifics, so I'm not going to be talking about specific YouTubers or incidents because I don't know enough about what happened to be fair to everyone involved. So I just want to say that I am not a counselor, I am not a psychiatrist, I'm just a person who is making a video about some things that I think that victims of sexual abuse and sexual misconduct should keep in mind while they go through this really hard, trying time in their lives. Sexual misconduct can come in so many forms. There's rape, there's assault, there's catfishing, human trafficking, sending messages of a sexual nature when they're unwanted. And this is an incredibly sad thing for all of us, but particularly for me to have to discuss because I want to believe the best of people and give people the benefit of the doubt. But the fact is, there are many variations of sexual abuse, and there are many victims out there, and this video is being made for those victims. And the first thing that I wanted to make absolutely clear is that nobody, and I repeat, nobody, deserves sexual assault or abuse. And when it happens, it can cause the person it happened to feel lost and sad and in pain, and it causes a lot of trauma and damage to that person. It's a scary and a confusing time for anyone who has gone through it. But there are a couple of things that I think we all need to remember when we're facing that kind of pain and fear. And first and foremost, if you are the victim of sexual abuse, it is not your fault. You did nothing to deserve it. Nobody ever does anything to deserve it. It is the fault solely of the person who did it to you. It is that person's fault. It is on them, and the blame does not lie with you. It lies with the sad, broken person who did it. So don't let anyone tell you that it was your fault, because it wasn't. I know that there may be that voice in the back of your head that is saying that it's your fault, that you did something wrong, but you didn't. And if anyone is saying, oh, well, you asked for it, or if you didn't want this, you wouldn't have been dressing like that, they're wrong. Just please remember that they are wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. And I am so sorry. I really am just so sorry that this happened to you. I can't explain how sorry I am for what happened to you. But secondly, you're not alone. There are, as tragic as it is, there are many people who have been exactly where you are right now. And there is someone that you can talk to. There are support groups. There are so many support groups for victims of sexual abuse and sexual misconduct. There are doctors and counselors and psychiatrists that you can talk to about what happened, and they will support you and help you through this really trying time. So I know you may feel alone and sad and like nobody understands, but there are people who will help you and who want to be there for you. These people have been exactly where you are, and they know what you're feeling, and they want to help. But you also should remember that you have every right to be angry and sad and lonely, and how you feel is how you feel, and that's okay. Don't let anybody tell you that you should be feeling or you should be doing certain things, because they aren't the one that's going through this. You are. They don't get a say in how you feel. And if they try to tell you that, oh, well, you just need to get over it, or you shouldn't be angry, they're wrong. Don't let them tell you that, because they don't get a say in how you feel. Fourth, keeping in mind that nobody gets to tell you how to feel, I want to remind you that this too shall pass. That's not to dismiss what you're going through. What you went through is horrible, and your process of dealing with it is unique to you. But you may feel scared and confused or angry, maybe even guilty, but I promise you, it will pass. Maybe not as soon as you want it to, because you have to heal and that can take some time. But you will smile again. You will be happy and trust people. You will love and be loved. Someday this will be nothing but a horrible memory that can't touch you anymore, because you will be stronger and you will understand that it wasn't your fault and that there was nothing you could have done. But on that note, please don't do anything in the moment that will last a lifetime. We've all heard the tragic stories of beautiful, shining lives being snuffed out by their own hand because of the pain caused by sexual abuse. And I am begging you, please don't let your life be among those that are lost. And finally, I want you to remember that your sex life is your choice. It's up to you. You have every right to say no to someone. Even if you said yes to something previously, that doesn't automatically mean yes every other time. You have the right to change your mind and to say no. And if somebody tries to guilt you into saying yes, that is manipulation, and it's a sign of a unhealthy and maybe toxic relationship that you need to take a second look at. But please don't let anyone make you feel guilty about saying no. It's your body and it's your life. Now, I am not a professional. As I said before, I am not a psychiatrist or a crisis counselor. I am not trained in any way, but my Tumblr and my Twitter will be in the description in case anybody who has been a victim of abuse needs someone to listen or just needs a friend. You can feel free to message me on either of those networks. And I will do my very best to listen and be understanding, and I won't be giving advice because, like I said, I'm not a professional, but I will listen and just be there as a person that you can turn to when you need someone to lean on. But moving on to some happier things, I will be making videos again. I plan to be making them every Sunday and every Wednesday. And NaNoWriMo is here. So all you budding writers, get to it. I know I am. And my book recommendation for this week is Exchange by Paul Maggers, initially recommended by Carrie Hope Fletcher, aka It's Way Past My Bedtime. And I think that's all for this video. So remember to be safe, smile, and don't forget to be nerds like us.